Let's talk about Pro Church tools. Let's talk about your I guess movement into building the company and what it is that you're doing today. I remember first meeting you and you were doing video announcements, and then things have really developed from there. It's been so fun to watch your journey. I would love to hear your core why you started the company, how that has developed, and how your company has matured and developed, and maybe even where you plan on going, if you're willing to share some of that.
Yeah, for sure. So the reason that Pro Church Tools started was because I got hired on as the media director at my church. And to this day, my pastor will say, I just saw something in you, Brady, which means I had no skills, but he believed in me. Like, it's a backhanded compliment, yep. Meaning we didn't hire you on merit. We hired you on, personality or,
potential.
Let's do that. Potential. That's a good one. And so basically I got hired on and I started learning all of these things that I recognize as important: video, website, social, communications, graphic design. I started learning them from scratch. And so I was like, what, if I can learn these things and I'm like being forced to, I imagine that most churches aren't ready to hire like an expert in this area. And this was like 2012, 2013. And so I want to start a site basically just teaching everything that I'm learning. And so from the very beginning, Pro Church Tools has been about creating an audience. Pro Church Nation, I've said that before, that's what we like to call them. So it's not about like the product that we have right now, because the product will change. It's all about just creating a ton of free content. 90% of what we do is given away for free, and helping churches and leaders navigate this ever-changing world. Because to go back to that meeting in that Starbucks with that church, 2,000 people. This man was the children's pastor and was allotted 10 hours per week on social. They didn't even have one person dedicated to it, which, it blew my mind. Like, this is a big church. So if you're a church of like 100, 200, 300, that's the average size church in North America. What are you doing? Well, you probably don't have a full-time person dedicated to it as well. And so we're here to come alongside you and really help you figure out those, other 167 hours beyond Sunday. And so we've done video announcements since the beginning. Right now, I think as of this morning, we work with 123 churches each week creating their video announcements, which is fun. And the reason we do that is because don't waste time doing announcements. Spend your time on social. Spend it creating story videos. Let us do the announcements because we're awesome at them. Do not waste your time on them. Please do not. There's an entire site, Nils, dedicated to terrible video announcements made by churches. People always think I create it so that I'll be like, no, buy our stuff, which I don't know who did it, but whoever did it is a genius.